Hello, everyone. This is Cody from the Rancor's Brothel. Just wanted to pass along a couple of quick announcements before the show starts. First off, a big thank you to all the guys on the brothel, Matt, Jeff, Troy, and Lucas. Jeff in particular, he's been helping me keep scheduling up with posts for the podcast for the last couple of weeks. As some of you may or may not know, my wife and I just celebrated the birth of our first son, so things have been a little hectic around the recording studio here at home. So thanks to Jeff, you folks should not have seen an interruption in content. Everything should have been flowing just fine, as I've spent the last couple of weeks spending time with my son and helping my wife recover. So big shout out to everyone, and they're passing on their congratulations, and just generally being helpful to ensure that you folks keep getting the content that you expect week in and week out. Second off, I wanted to make mention of the fact that this is our 100th episode of Brothel D&D over the past 2 years and change. We've finally gotten up to 100 episodes. Talked to the guys about it just a couple days ago about what we wanted to do. We thought about doing something special, but then what we sort of decided on was to reach out to our audience and see what you guys might like to comment. Obviously, this is a milestone for us. We're very, very excited about it, and we're very happy. Some of you have been here for all 100 episodes. Some of you have just stumbled along in the last 2 or 3. Either way, we're glad to have you here, and hopefully you're enjoying the content. But what we're hoping to do is to do a live episode, maybe through Facebook Live or even a Between Two Crits, something that would be recorded and be put out on the stream. We're just looking for some feedback. What would you guys like to see? What do you like? What do you not like? Thoughts, comments, memories. Where were you when X, Y, or Z happened? Whatever strikes your fancy. As always, you can send messages to us via Twitter at rancors_brothel. You can email us at betweentwocrits@gmail.com, or you can toss something on the Facebook page. This is something we'd like to get together relatively quickly, so if you do have questions or comments, we'd love to hear them as soon as possible. And like I said, the intent is to maybe record it while having Facebook Live going, so people can watch the podcast live and interject some of their comments as we go. So if that is of interest to you, if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions, we'd love to hear them. Anyway, I will go ahead and get out of the way. You folks enjoy Curse of Strahd episode 40 and Brothel D&D episode 100. Enjoy the show.
The Rancor's Brothel presents The Curse of Strahd. How
about we try over there instead?
What's over there?
I don't know, a different hole. One that's not in the middle.
Oh, there was another hole?
Now there's a new hole on the side.
Oh, well, I'm sure that one's weak.
This whole place looks weak.
This is true.
Are the walls smooth?
Yes. Pithur, you haven't taken an action in a while. What would you like to do?
10.
The outside of this building, is it smooth?
It's pretty smooth.
So it's not like a stone building?
I mean, it's a stone building, but it's not...
But you can't grip in between each stone to climb it type thing?
It'd probably be a higher difficulty.
It is going to be harder. It's going to be significantly harder.
What about the pitons that I have?
Oh, okay.
You could probably try it if you want, Pithur. It's going to be very challenging because time has smoothed it quite a bit. You also don't see any windows up there.
Right.
It's arrow slits.
Right.
Yeah. If you get all the way up, you might be able to crash through the ceiling.
Right. But there's a hole on the side of the wall, you said.
At the third floor. Which you don't know it yet, but he just crashed through that floor.
Right.
And the floor below it.
But there should at least be a spot there that you can stand in the opening.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Corvus, you're laying on the ground.
Okay. In bird form.
In bird form.
Okay, I'm going to hop over on the platform.
You hop over on the platform. In bird form?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on the platform. What are you two doing?
Now I'm
sitting
watching
there
a
with a thumb in
bird.
my ass, looking at this bird.
That's what I'm doing too.
Pithur, would you like to do anything?
No, I'm imagine being pretty defeated at this point. So there's technically five floors, if you will, right?
There's ground floor, second floor, third floor, top floor.
So 4.
Yeah.
And this hole's in the 3rd floor.
Yes. So it's roughly 60 feet off the ground.
Okay. Can I gather?
Or wait, hold on. 40 feet off the ground.
Can I gather from, I guess, just looking at it at this point, like, does that, if I try to climb up this thing and get to that hole and try to stand in the opening, try to get footing there, will it hold? Or is it like loose rock that
you
make...
It would, you'd know that you would have a bit of unshaky footing if you made it. You also heard a big crash in there.
Yeah.
So you don't know that part of the 3rd floor is given way, but you can assume that since you just had a big crash outside, you had a similar inside, you have a feeling that something crashed on the inside there.
Right. But there should still be an opening made of stone. That
I would say that you will have a spot to stand there, but it's not going to be solid footing.
Okay.
In DM speak, you will make a roll to get to that point, and then to move from that point to another point, you will make another roll.
I'm gonna wait. Well, I would try to call out for Corvus, but he's a bird, so we'll see what he does.
Fair enough.
Question.
Sure.
What all would be in painter's supplies?
Whatever's listed, I think there's a kit that says it in there.
No. It just says it's under artisan's tools.
It just says painter supplies. It doesn't. Usually it gives a quick description like, I'm going to assume brushes, palette, the ability to make some sort of canvas to paint on.
I'm going to sit down and paint.
What are we painting?
Where did I say it was from? There's a mountain range called like the Spine of the Earth or something.
The Spine of the World?
Yeah. I'm painting that.
Okay.
From memory.
Did you call out to Corvus or not?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to call for you.
Can I hear him inside?
Sure. I mean, it's kind of a... You hear no response.
Okay.
I don't think a call is going to get through the building.
Okay.
So you're painting.
I'll
still
mimic
life?
it.
Yeah.
You hear someone
Corvus!
You hear someone go, Corvus! God! You actually, I think they do have mimicry stats. You can probably look and see how closely you can mimic it.
No, ravens do.
Oh, is it exact mimic?
Yeah.
You hear Corvus answer. What do you say?
Corvus.
You hear Corvus. You hear your voice respond, Corvus.
Okay.
What about the other two of you?
What's on the back side of the door?
Handle.
Is
I'm
the
flying
handle
up.
wood?
No, steel. You're flying
I
up.
want to look at the clay figures.
Okay, you look at
That's
the
what
clay
I was
figures.
gonna do.
What do I see?
They're sort of half formed. They don't really have features. They're sort of a generic.
Do they grab hold of me and I go up into the sky?
No, they do not.
Okay.
But they sort of just have general facial features. Nothing's cut. Like there's no mouth, there's no ears, but it's sort of just a general mannequin style head. They're sort of thick and stocky, big arms, wide torso, stout legs.
Are they all in the same position?
More or less, they all appear to be facing sort of inward.
Are they hollow or solid?
You gonna touch one?
I'm gonna tap it with my quarterstaff.
It goes thunk. Are you tap 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 or
Just
are
a
you
tap.
Okay, yeah,
Just
tap.
hearing a noise.
Tap
Thump.
the room.
Okay.
Tap
You
all
fly up.
Mhm.
So you go up past the second floor, which looks to be in slightly better condition. You go up past the third floor, which now has a giant hole in it. And you go all the way up to the fourth floor, yeah?
Yeah.
When you arrive there, unlike the levels below, this room shows signs of recent habitation, and although the place reeks of mold and mildew, it has plenty of creature comforts, including a cozy bed, a desk with matching chair, bright tapestries, and a large iron stove with plenty of wood to feed it. Light enters through arrow slits as well as through dirt-caked... I'll be dipped. There are windows up there. Sorry, Troy. Dirt-caked
You
windows.
mother-
They don't look like windows.
Just like that river, huh?
Yeah, just like that river. Other features of the room include a standing suit of armor and a wooden chest. Old wooden rafters bend under the weight of the tower roof, which has somehow remained intact. Mounted to the rafters are pulleys which hang from iron chains that support the platform. So chains go all the way up to a pulley, and then go straight back down in the center of the room.
Is there a switch up there?
Nothing that looks like a mechanism.
I mean, what you're seeing now by going all the way up is that chain is with that platform, goes up, pulleys, comes down.
Right. Where do they go?
They're just dangling there. The
It looks like they're dangling down. How far?
all the way to the ground floor. You guys have been walking around them.
Yeah.
Oh. There are 2 sets of chains down there.
So if we stand on the platform and pull on the chains, do you think it'll lift us up?
Yeah, that's...
Now that he's all the way up there, absolutely. Now you realize where the chains go. They go to pulleys.
I will do that.
You go and you stand on the platform?
How else am I supposed to go up?
I'm making sure before you get all if something happens.
Something's going to happen anyway, so... Okay. Start pulling on the chain to go up.
No, we summon the platform and then we roll initiative.
No.
Okay.
The clay figures move.
Of course they do.
They move angrily?
They grab the chains.
Up, please.
Ka-gunk! 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 Ka-gunk!
Stop. Down, please.
Ba-bum! Ba-bum!
We actually want to go up. So
Ba-bum! Boom.
I go to the door
Okay.
and I yell.
You yell, or are you going to grab the door and open it?
No, I yell for him to open the door from the other side.
Okay.
do your little dance, make a little low. You down on that?
I'm painting.
We figured it out. Open the door with your dancing.
I'm painting. I'm not done yet.
Hey, let's just go.
All right, seriously, we'll be back.
All right.
Be good.
Set up.
Up, please.
Ka-gunk! Ka-gunk! Irena's standing on it now. Ka-gunk!
Good idea.
Ka-gunk!
Yeah, she existed again.
It's really not pleasant. It kind of is.
Oh, I
You're
shouldn't
gonna
have eaten that berry today. Oh.
You're gonna feel a little nauseous by the time you get up there, probably. Jeff, would you like to do
Throw
anything?
up
Would
my
Corvus like to do
berry.
anything before they get up there? You clearly look down and you see them slowly rising on that platform.
I'll turn back human.
Okay?
The floor looks sturdy.
Yes.
That,
Okay.
4th floor apparently.
In fact, it's got tapestries and it looks like even like some rugs laid out.
This is a castle.
Okay.
We've come to inspect the tapestries.
You are an art collector.
I am Mickey Mouse. Und I. They got a son. Yes. So have you come to inspect the tapestries?
I'm gonna take a look around.
Sure.
As a bird?
No, I said I turned back human.
Oh, okay.
So you've got desk, chair, tapestries, stove, fireplace, arrow slits, suit of armor, wooden chest.
I say to you, don't touch the armor.
And
I'll
is there
check the
access to the
desk.
outside?
There is no. I mean, you could open the windows.
Actually, I'll check
Why
the
would that
chest
be
for
down?
traps.
You'll check the chest for traps. Seems like a good idea. Ka-kunk, ka-kunk, ka-kunk.
Are we up there yet?
Not yet. You're almost there. Ka-kunk.
I'm humming elevator music.
It's always the girl from Ipanema.
Do I need to roll perception?
Yeah.
Not if it's a Night of the Roxbury.
22.
There appear to be no traps.
Okay, I'll check and see if it's locked.
It is not.
Okay, I'll open it up.
Can you make me one of those, what have we been making? Wisdom saving throws?
That should do it.
Oh,
you said there weren't
That's
any traps.
a 25.
You, as you go ka-kunk, 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 you guys, the 3 of you arrive at the 4th floor, and you see, just as you arrive, you see Corvus lift open this chest, and you see him sort of and lean back from it.
What do you see, man?
What's up?
I don't know. What do I see?
You see a severed head.
Oh, sweet. Anyone that I
fresh?
recognize?
No. And no.
I'm going to have to look at this thing by myself. What's it look like?
What is it?
You haven't told me what you've even seen.
He sees the head of a person he doesn't know.
I see a severed head.
It appears to be in something. It smells a bit of lavender when you open it.
It's pickled.
That's not lavender.
Well,
It's,
you know what I mean? Like it sends something to keep it.
It seems to be in a little bit of oil.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely not recent death,
Mm-hmm.
but it is definitely preserved.
Okay.
And it looks very unhappy as far as severed heads go.
Go look at it.
Why would I want to see a severed head? Close the damn thing.
I will pick it up. Do you recognize him?
That's disgusting.
I will. Did you tell him that it was a severed head?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You see severed head of someone you don't know.
I can only assume it's Bozak.
You don't know him.
He just picked it up.
No,
Is it a man?
Yeah. It is. As you pull it up, you realize that the general features, now that you can kind of look at it outside of the oil, it looks to be Vishtana. It's male.
Oh.
Man,
I was assuming Bozak's head.
I thought it was Octavio's head.
Do I know this? Do I recognize him?
No one recognizes it.
That's
Okay.
really
Even Irina?
gross.
Huh?
Even Irina?
Speaking of Irina.
Good call.
No, but she starts freaking the out. You hear screams, Pithur, from inside the tower. Female screams.
Yeah, probably would move that.
Well, you can't get up there now because the elevator's all the way at the top.
I will go to the door and do the dance.
Yep. You can dance if you want to. You can... Door opens.
Oh, leave my friends behind? Good call. No, I don't do that. So I will go in and I guess notice that...
You notice now the platform is gone, and now there's only one set of chains dangling instead of the previous set.
I'll just scream up, you want to send that down?
Where you notice as soon as you say down, they reach out, and because, let me think about that. The mechanics of it is that they would still have to be holding on to it. So when you come back in, they're holding the chain, because otherwise the mechanism wouldn't work. They couldn't haul it all the way up there and then just let it go.
Right.
Because it would have to be under tension to come back down.
Right.
So when you sort of walk up there towards it and say, hey, you want to send that back down, you see that the chains start moving again. And these things start lowering it.
Okay.
Very slowly.
It's a little disconcerting. It takes a minute. Do you have a Dramamine? The ride's rough.
Irina's like, I'm sorry, I didn't. Well, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Anybody you recognize, ma'am?
No.
Okay, I'll put it away.
Okay.
Is there anything else in the chest?
No, I mean it's a chest with like magic oils and.
Okay. So there was a desk.
You would assume so. I mean, it's preserving it.
There's a desk and a suit of armor, and what else?
A stove, a bed.
I'll look at the desk. I'll chuck it for any kind of trappy type things.
Okay.
I don't see.
You
traps.
detect no traps.
This looks cool. Is there drawers, or is it just a flat desk?
There's probably a drawer, yeah.
I'll open a drawer.
Roll top.
You find as you roll the top back, you see writing utensils.
Mm-hmm. No
Like
correspondence of any kind?
worn writing utensils, very used writing utensils, but you see no parchment.
Okay.
It's sort of like what do I want to say here? Like after you've just cleaned your desk of everything, the desk appears cleared, but it's definitely been used. So it's not a clean desk. There is now nothing on this desk where once there was lots of things.
I don't see any secret compartments.
Perception.
I do want to say, I left my painting down there and I put rocks on the corners.
Okay. It shouldn't go anywhere.
Damn it. Nope.
You don't detect anything.
I don't know what kind of paints I would even have. I don't know if they're watercolor or what.
Probably. Oh yeah, not necessarily. You might have
Probably like
powder.
ochre base, like a pastel-y kind of thing.
You kind of have a powder probably that you then mix with a little bit of water. So
Or oil.
Stove. What kind of stove are you saying? Like
just like a potbelly stove meant to keep the room warm.
Okay. What's in it?
You see remnants of wood and probably paper.
I pull bits of paper out. Does it look like it's anything legible?
It's all piece the size of quarters and stuff. It's not much.
No writing that I can ascertain.
Anybody else?
Whoever was in here really
Look
wanted
at
to
the
cover the
desk.
tracks.
Same thing that he saw. Unless you want to make a roll.
Yeah.
You have now arrived, Pithur. Kakunk.
That's how I rolled.
What was the scream about?
There's a severed head in the chest.
So everybody's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Except for that guy in the chest.
Down, please.
Kakung. 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 Kakung.
Wait.
Kakung. Kakung. Pithur's taking the potential death of Davin very hard. Okay. You're headed down. You're looking at what? Sorry, somebody said something and then started to roll. You roll to perceive the desk, yeah?
Yeah, not very well.
Okay.
I look under the bed.
Okay.
The body of the Ishtan.
And as you lift the bed, it goes, and you hear from inside the chest, it goes, rah!
I got attacked by a rug once.
No, you don't see anything.
We've been attacked by armor too, so steer clear of that.
Yeah, inspect the armor next.
It looks like a really nice suit of armor, like really clean, really, really nice.
But it does.
Does it smell bad?
No.
Like there's not a body in it?
Are you getting close up to roll me perception?
7.
It's hard to tell.
Poke it with my staff.
Does it look
Tink.
familiar? Does it look like the other suit of armor that attacked us in the haunted house?
No.
I mean, is it full plate?
Yes.
That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
Anybody else want to look at anything else?
No.
Okay, I'll check the bed.
Desk.
Okay.
I'll look at the desk too.
Sure. Everybody look around.
16.
Don't notice anything.
If there's anything in the bed, I found it.
As you're looking in the bed, you're doing a more detailed look. He sort of just went, nah, there's nothing. You're like pulling up the sheets. It's really, really nice, actually. Like everything smells of mildew in here, except like the bed. The bed's actually not too bad. It's pretty comfortable. And as you're inspecting, you're looking. You see something in the wall. It's not actually by the bed. You see it like behind the suit of armor, almost like the suit of armor is sort of standing in front of it. Maybe you see something.
I'll go check it out. I'll check it for traps.
I love when you say I'll go check it out, but you say it all like, I'll go check it out.
Leave no
Something's
sign.
gonna stab my character in the face.
Make me go.
He's
to
been
the
wait.
box.
He's sat through like 6 perception checks.
Now he's finally seen something.
Yeah.
You see...
You don't see anything in the thing you're looking at, but across the room, you...
Across the room where the other guys failed 4 perception checks, as you walk over, you kind of have to bend down past the armor a little bit. You see that there's a small bundle, about ish.
Okay. Just behind the armor?
Yeah, it looks like there's something that... It looks like somebody took something about yay big, like roughly football size, soccer ball size. Is kind of how I'm holding my hands up to everybody, because I keep forgetting this is an audio podcast sometimes.
Keep walking back and forth.
Whatever it is, it's been wrapped in cloth, and it looks like it's been tucked in between some cracks in the mortar and stuff.
I'll pull it out and look at it.
You two see Corvus inspecting an old leather book.
What you got there, man?
It's a copy of Strahd that belongs in that dust jacket up there. Is it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's funny as hell. Is this like his Mein Kampf? Like, is this like a biography or something?
First, you must cleanse the Vistani!
Oh, the Vistani just doing the work for him.
The book is bound in a thick leather cover with steel hinges and fastenings. The
room smells of rich mahogany. Like many leather-bound books.
The pages are parchment and very brittle. Most of the book is written in a curious shorthand. Stains and age have made most of the work illegible, but several hundred pages remain intact and readable, as opposed to several pages, because I'm not using the handout. Sorry, Chris Perkins, but P.N. Elrod's work is well worth using in the game. So you guys see him examining an old leather-bound book.
We came up here for a book?
He said you came up here to talk to Octavio.
Yeah.
You know what you're holding, by the way.
That apparently
like,
didn't.
Corvus knows what he's holding.
Okay.
So what do you
Is
got?
it handwritten or printing press?
Jeff doesn't. What is Jeff holding?
Jeff is...
Do you want us to leave so you can tell Jeff?
No. It says in the introduction to P.N. Elrod's Strahd, he caught his breath. By all the good gods, a personal journal.
Oh,
You are holding...
Strahd's diary.
Strahd's diary.
That looks interesting.
In fact, how about you make me one of those fun little wisdom checks?
Ooh, it's a good one.
20...
Yeah, you cast off wisdom, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard
4.
to shape, Corvus. You're holding a thing.
Yeah.
This may be a good place for us to talk.
For the characters to talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna call down to Pithur and ask him to join us.
Kakunk. Kakunk. Kakunk.
Well, I mean, can he open the door from the inside? He's still in the building.
Yeah, he's just gonna come
Get
up.
back outside to paint again.
Make me a wisdom roll.
Who?
Any of you. I assume Jeff will make it because he's got a huge modifier.
Just plus wisdom?
17. 16.
17.
You could always try saying up.
Well, yeah, no, but we're trying to get him back in.
Up!
You're about 15 feet off the ground when you hear someone cry up at the top, and it stops and reverses course, pulling you back up.
Down.
It
I'm gonna need you up here.
We found a thing, and you need to see it.
I'm going down.
Ka-kunk.
Up.
I love this. I love the stubbornness that you're going.
Ka-kunk.
Down.
Ka-kunk. Ka-kunk.
Up.
Ka-kunk.
You guys are gonna break the clay, people.
Can I jump this distance and not
Yeah, with a good athletics or acrobatics
hang
check.
down and then
Corvus-
fall and it's half the distance?
Pithur, we need
Corvus
to
just wants to
talk.
have a chat, man. This is actually pretty freaking important.
With a decent with a halfway decent athletics or acrobatics roll, yeah, you could easily drop 15 feet.
Or a crit 1 and break your leg.
6 damage, apparently. Apparently, you hit your head. Maybe you clip one of the golems on the way down, bounce off of it. You guys...
Let's just go down and talk to him, because he's clearly being an ass today.
Ka-kunk. 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 It's getting to be evening now. I mean,
All right.
not that the sun really sets here because of the clouds and shit, but it's starting to get
Let's
dark.
get on the
It's starting to
platform and
get
go down, and then we can finally talk to this guy.
No, he wants to be alone for a bit. I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna
Right.
respect his grieving process.
What do you got to say?
I'm following him.
Now I'm alone.
Why?
in the room.
Are we all
This is a
inside?
place we can hole up here.
Yeah.
This could be our base of operations for the time being.
Maybe.
We'll kill whatever returns.
Unless it's Strahd, and then we die.
He lives in a big fancy castle. He doesn't live here.
Left his diary here.
Somebody left his diary here. Perhaps somebody whose head is in that chest.
So you're going down, you waiting on the elevator?
Is it still on its way down? Or
Yeah. Probably once you said up, it started its way back up. I like how the slow-moving elevator has derailed certain aspects of this session.
So, how are you getting out?
I'm going to loop some rope through the handle
Okay.
and try to pull on it.
Okay. When you loop the rope and pull, it just opens.
Walk out.
Tie it off in there, and it'll never close again.
No.
All right. You're outside. You're losing your painting light, but you can continue to paint for a bit. You guys come down.
Go outside, I guess.
I hear the door open. I'll go out the window.
Okay. You leaving that behind then?
No.
Right,
Carry that as a bird.
My belongings disappear.
That's actually probably true.
Really?
Druids, you can either drop everything or it absorbs.
There's never an issue with his clothes
True.
this whole time.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm glad we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Unless there is a way you can do that.
It would probably be an egg tempera page. Because that's what would be easy.
I'll be out the window before I do that.
Traveling.
Yeah.
Which would drive.
You're going to jump out the window before you wild shape.
Yeah.
How many wild shapes a day do you have, dude?
Is that a good idea?
Roll me.
It'll be just to slow me down, but
I mean, he's 5th level, so.
I guess I have this magic look in front
So
of me.
you're wild shaping into a bird.
kinda.
Kind of.
Okay.
I mean,
So you're just gonna let everything fall then?
No.
You just gonna throw yourself out the window?
He's growing wings, Cody.
No, he and we're almost on the same page.
I had no idea.
One, I would have to drop everything. One, I wouldn't.
Yes. Are you dropping everything?
Nope.
So you're wild shaping.
No.
You have to drop when you do that?
Not for hybrid, no.
Really? We're gonna have to talk about this. But yes, also for the sake of
Okay.
the game, you can get
Okay.
you get down with your
Okay. I mean, I can turn into a flying squirrel if I need to, but... Okay. And I'm gonna turn back.
Okay. You see Pithur painting a mountain range you don't recognize.
Okay.
Did we make it
Did
down?
he notice anything?
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Kinda.
Roll stealth. You guys are on your way down with the elevator unless you jumped out the window and turned into
I
a
didn't
bird.
jump out of the window.
Yeah, you can only wild shape twice a day.
16.
Apparently
What's your passive perception, Troy?
14.
He doesn't notice you.
Okay.
You can tell.
We need to talk.
What's up?
That medallion that you've got, we've got to keep that safe.
Okay.
And...
You should start talking about it.
Sorry.
Yeah, Jeff will appreciate
Sorry.
later if you talk into the mic.
Yeah. We've got to keep that safe, and we've got to see what all is in this book.
Okay.
The
What is the best plan you think of keeping this safe?
You came here looking for Rictavio.
Yes.
What are you hoping to gain from him? I mean, was he going to help you? Jeff, I can't remember.
I'm actually not remembering.
What's the question?
You guys saw him, or did just you see him change to a wizard? Like see his true form.
All three of us saw it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And did you told me, right? That
Yeah.
was...
That he was a wizard of some
I
kind.
couldn't remember how long ago that happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. He's an old wizard.
He's an elf, wasn't he?
No.
No, he looked like one.
Yeah, he's like a half elf.
He wore a hat that made him look like one.
Yeah, I thought he was a human.
Yes, he was human. He was older.
He was an old wizard, and we have this prophecy that an old wizard. I can't even remember that part. There was an old. Was it the old wizard that fought Strahd?
Yeah.
It was a crazy wizard fought Strahd. Old wizard lives by the lake.
Mad wizard, convinced he could kill Strahd. He was struck down, but maybe not killed. Believed to haunt the mountains to the north.
You're talking about the card reading.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
History, knowledge of the ancient. Find the tower at the lake. Let his name and servant guide you.
Okay. I thought did Rictavio say he was?
He said he was going to be
here
someplace by a lake. Yes.
Right.
We may have blown his ass up.
Do you tell me about the cards?
I like wagons.
Are we outside?
Sorry.
Are we outside yet? Or are we still?
I mean, I'll just say, I'll just kind of say the prophecy or something in the moment, not really thinking about what I'm saying about. And again, I'll say maybe my character also has confused the facts, but I thought Rictavio would be here.
I'm pretty sure this is what you're looking for.
Okay.
We need to figure out what all's in this.
Okay.
Me and my family are a part of a group who are working against Strahd. And we need to go inside.
Okay.
We need to figure out what's in this. And we need to figure out what we're going to do. What do you want to do? Because...
I trust your brother. I trust you.
Oh, good.
I don't trust him.
Really?
Your character ran away.
My character slept in a gutter. He didn't run away. The f***ing dwarf ran away.
Was there not a conflict that he ran away and separated himself from the group, or am I making that up? That's why you were sleeping in a gutter. That's why you were not with the group.
We split up after we had an argument. I didn't run away from anything.
You weren't there. We lost another person.
That is an interpretation.
Yeah.
If we were talking about the actual facts, I do not know that is necessarily a fair interpretation,
It's not.
but I understand the character's interpretation.
Yes.
Like
You guys got into a fight
we
because
had
he
an
gave
argument,
the dagger.
and I walked
and got the
away
Baron
to
killed.
let you do
That's
your
right.
thing.
Yeah.
I
You guys
didn't
got into a fight.
abandon you. I just walked away.
Well, you're not there, so.
And
I
then,
was just making sure that
and
you
then
understand
the
what
whole...
happened.
They're there. They came down in the elevator.
Why don't you trust me?
Cause
I point to the blown up wagon.
Dude's got a point.
I really like that trap.
You don't trust me to make decisions. But do you trust me as a person?
He points to the wagon.
Scorch marks. Eyebrows gone.
I've taken on a certain code from a friend, and you broke it.
Well, I like you. Spooned and everything.
He's gonna walk around. He's gonna start making friendship bracelets that say WWDD.
Davin too.
Yeah.
Nope. Wrong friend.
Interesting. Do you guys play? This is fascinating. I'm just gonna sit here and drink
I'm
my
lost
water.
too, so.
I say we need to hang out here for at least long enough to go through this.
Okay.
I agree. Wait, are we outside?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are
Well,
outside.
now.
I agree. And also we could do some trust falls, some exercises, walking on coals, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I really don't think it's a good idea for us to separate out here. I don't.
I wanted my painting.
No. Oh,
That's
no.
lovely, by the way.
Yeah.
Please like me.
Neither Matt nor the monk can accept your distrust of him. Both are.
The monk has anxiety.
He doesn't like when you whisper about him.
Can we go in and spend some time studying and whatnot?
Sure, that sounds like a plan.
Okay.
So you guys head up to the top of the tower then.
Now, I have a question about the mechanics of the elevator.
Sure.
Is it flush with the floor when it reaches the level?
Yeah.
Am I able to pull it up anymore?
I mean, sure, I guess so.
I would like to put something underneath of it so it can't go down while we're up there sleeping at night.
Oh, finishes
I'd like to wedge it into place.
Oh.
You could stick something through the chains.
Through the chains, that's a good idea too. Just something like that. Just thinking proactively. We are in a room with a head.
It's a square platform going through a square hole, right?
Yeah.
You've got 2 javelins?
You got like 5.
We'll just
prop the corners.
Yeah.
That way it can't go down through the hole.
So we're like up, and then it's up a little more, like 6 inches. Thank you, clay people.
Half pull.
You guys, so the 5 of you go back upstairs. What do you do? I mean, are you just getting the fire going, warming up, that sort of thing?
You know what this elevator reminds me of is a crane. Okay, continue.
That is the funniest thing you said during our D&D sessions. I love
I have an inspiration
that you've made fun of yourself about that. If I had an inspiration, I would
Oh, that felt good. It felt good to laugh that much.
So are you continuing your discussion upstairs then?
Yes. This will give us a chance to study the book. I can info dump to you guys whatever you guys want. I can answer what questions I can. Yeah.
Trust falls.
You can paint. Whatever.
Ooh, I bet the sunsets are lovely up here.
Can't really see the sun. It's Barovia.
So how long do I need to study this?
I keep forgetting we're not in Kansas.
I mean, if you want to start flipping through it and reading it, you can.
I can't sit here and read and still keep up with conversations.
Right. No, I agree. But it is going to take you to read sections of that journal will take Corvus an amount of time.
Okay.
That amount of time will be whatever we decide is pertinent.
Okay.
You are conversing with each other, reading a little bit of the book. Are you doing anything this evening?
But can his character not be reading it and you have knowledge of it and be like, this part says this?
Yes. One of the reasons that I have intentionally created a book, rather than just telling you the story of the book, is because I think it's important that you interpret the story yourself.
I get that.
Real basics of what you can tell about the book. It is a personal journal. It runs, and again, if you inspect it, I can tell you. I don't actually know. You can look. If you look at the date of the first chapter and the date of the last chapter, I think it spans 300 years. It's handwritten, even though the narrative in this is obviously going to be third person because it's a book. It's written from his perspective. Give me... Actually, not Corvus, because Corvus wouldn't think about this. At least not until he read some of the book. The rest of you, as he talks about the dates, can give me a wisdom roll.
Can't get these.
Sorry.
5.
20 on that.
There you go.
19.
So
I'll give it
19 on that.
The 19s. Remember the money that you guys found stamped with Strahd's face?
Yeah.
The dates line up. I don't know if you remember session 2,
Yeah.
where I told you it was like 342 was what was stamped on the coin.
Yeah.
Chapter 1 starts 347.
Okay.
So he would not necessarily think about it. You all find it odd that every bit of money you've seen is all stamped with a date. That's at the start of this book. Nothing has been stamped after that date. Those dates. There's no, it'd be like if every quarter you got from here on out was from 1965. Like, that's funny.
Yeah.
What about... Okay, Corvus wouldn't know this.
Sure.
The history book and things like that we found in the Death House.
Yes.
How would that compare to this?
Let me double check.
I don't think it was actually in there. I think you made it up because I made a good roll.
And it's entirely possible that I did. I can't remember. I believe that the history book may have been in there. Yeah, no, I think you're right, Jeff. I made it up. All of that... You'd have to go back and listen because I was very clever in what I said and I don't remember what it was. But I think all of it also relates to the way that this book lays out history.
Okay.
I was awesome at what I made up.
I mean, I only read this book 6 times in preparation and a 7th when I edited it, so I'm trying to give you the best experience of Strahd that I can. Because I may only get 1 shot at this campaign, so I'm rolling with it. So you wouldn't know that, but what Davin's collected experience would be the same thing with the coins.
Because I explained all that to them.
Yeah, a lot of the history and the culture and the we traded with these peoples and these place with this all predates some of the first entries in this book. They're concurrent with some of the first entries in this book.
Okay.
And again, you guys would know this timeline does not line up with anything that you would know from any of your own personal calendars and histories and peoples you know in your lands.
What year do I think it is?
We've asked that question. I don't know if we've.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've asked an actual person in the game.
I don't think we have.
I don't think you have. Let me look and see if I can find. I want to say like 850.
But you gotta say it crazy.
But
What day is
But
it?
no, when we saw the coins, we asked what year it was, and I don't know if we got an answer. But we just kind of asked.
You have to do the Robin Williams from Jumanji.
Cody thing.
What year is it?
Where is it?
According to the book, the current year is 735. Now, the problem with P.N. Elrod's book is P.N. Elrod, the last chapter is dated 720. I think there's a little more space in there. So between the end of this book and the current year that you think it is closer to 100 years.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
So the last entry that Strahd made in this book is about 100 years old. I just want to line that up so you guys don't go, wait a minute, it's only 10 years after this book. This book has been lost for a long time.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Any other discussion about that?
If we're holding up here for the night, then I guess we're getting a full rest.
Sure. Yeah, we can work on that. Perception rolls?
15.
6.
21.
14.
Corvus, is you're sort of passing the book around and sitting and talking. You hear clopping. Sounds of a horse at a gallop.
Okay, I'll let them know.
And now, when he points it out, if you strain, you can sort of hear, sounds like it's getting near. A horse at a very quick clip. You're just making out through the trees a rider, maybe? Like you're seeing an outline, and you expect an outline, right? You expect an outline of a horse and then a person, because you're kind of seeing it in between the trees.
I don't expect them to be one thing together.
No,
It's a centaur!
you're seeing an outline.
Maybe it is.
You're seeing an outline of a horse.
Yeah.
You're not seeing the outline of a rider, but the horse is not. The horse is on an unerring path towards the tower.
Okay, so it knows what's coming.
It's a druid.
So is it a ghost rider? You're all welcome.
Gotta get.
No.
Do I hear a wagon
Patton's
behind it?
fault.
You do not.
Okay.
Anyone who's taking a peek, roll me another perception roll this time, not at disadvantage as long as you have decent sight at night. You're human, so you probably have a disadvantage.
14.
I'm not looking because I'm going to assume I'm not going to see it.
Okay, 14. You can look again, Lucas.
Oh, without disadvantage?
Yeah, without disadvantage. In the tradition of cowboy movies, the monk sees a horse, but you see someone who is like laying over it. They appear to be guiding the horse by holding it around the muzzle. It doesn't appear to have, it doesn't appear to have tack and bridle and everything. It seems to be person's like laying over its back and holding onto the neck, and they seem to be having an awful time controlling this horse.
Hum shadow facts.
Do they have a head?
They do, as best you can tell. They're wearing a red cloak, and they're the individual is very slight, and you could almost say lithe, because I love using that word.
Lithe?
God, it's Octavio. He's going to be so pissed
I think
I
it is
blew
live.
shit up.
I think it's live.
Oh, yeah. I'm throwing you under the cart, too.
No, it was that guy that ran into the woods.
I did. It's a good one.
Thank you.
As you continue watching, you see that the horse stops. The horse stops within like 15 feet of the rubble, and
Expletive.
the individual slides off. In fact, are you sort of gazing out the window as well? You all hear like sort of, hey! Can't tell what it is. It's clearly spoken language. You know it is a Vishtani curse. You don't know what it means. But you assume that someone said in the Vishtani language, "F***," or something to that effect. It is a female voice.
It's a lady.
And as you continue watching, the cloak is thrown back. You see long, curly, brown hair. And then sort of your view gets blocked by the tower itself as she approaches the tower. And after about 30 seconds, you hear "Cocoon" with the door.
We got the thing blocked so she can't come up, right?
Yep.
Ideally. So should we get ready to fight this thing, or should we just talk to this person? Kind of want to what?
How high are we?
80 feet in the air?
Roughly, yeah.
I'd say everybody
65 some odd feet.
Everybody just STFU, and we'll just hang out.
I'm going to remove the javelins.
Don't do that.
Why?
Let me sneak up behind her first. Classic pincer move.
Why
It's
you
going
need
to take
this
her a
person
minute to get up, to get the elevator down anyway.
Why don't we just one of you ride it down?
You can ride down as a bird.
No, man. Then just turn into something like a muskox. Just fall on her.
I really do only have so many wild shapes a day.
So how come you're able to do it so many times then? How come you're able to do it so many times then?
Perception checks.
How come you were able to do it so many times then?
Perception
Gotta
checks.
quit muttering.
He answer the question.
17.
21. 22.
Yeah, he's being a dick.
Crit fail.
Me too.
Man, if only anyone else at this table was ever mysterious with their character and the intention of pissing people off at the table. I heard a 17 or something over here. Somebody have higher than the 17?
22.
22? And everything else was lower.
Yeah, I had a
Crit
1.
fail.
I crit failed. So.
Oh,
Both of us.
sweet. Good job. So,
Hey, I
Corvus,
think I hear a noise outside.
Corvus, you can tell that the footing of the woman is not even. It's not step, step, steps. It's step, slice, step. They're clearly having trouble being mobile. You hear an odd metal noise in there, though. So it's not just the sound of scuffling boots, Pithur. There's almost like metal being dragged. Now, did you guys remove it, or?
The javelins?
Yeah.
No, I removed them.
Okay. So you hear a soft voice say down.
I just whispered it.
Gunk. It goes back up.
Down.
She goes,
Ruin my fun.
Kunk.
I'll write it down.
Oh, you are going to write it down?
You coming?
If he gets on it, I'll get on it.
Okay.
How high are we?
Again, you're like 65, 70 feet in the air.
Okay, roll damage.
Where are you? What are you doing?
I want to jump out the window.
Okay.
Why?
Are you going to slow fall or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to slow fall. I
At
need
what,
to know the damage.
at what point?
Like, from the start, odds are I won't take any damage. If I do, it'll be a maximum of 11.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26, 27, 28, 29 damage.
Okay, so I take 4 damage. Land on my
Right
feet
behind the
outside.
It always is, isn't it? What are you doing, Lucas? Are you turning into a bird? or
I
jumping
guess
out the
I'll go down with them.
Okay.
Because it's silly for me to stay up there by myself.
Climb a rope down.
Ka-kunk. You guys get down just to the point where it becomes visible. And you see this woman. It's clearly a Vishtana woman. She is cloaked in studded leather armor. She's got a red riding cloak over the top of it, the hood thrown back.
Hey, did we leave Irina upstairs?
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Apparently so.
And you can tell easily that she's been wounded quite severely. She seems to have patched up her arm. She seems to be barely holding herself up, but as soon as you guys break the plane and she sees, you see her draw a rapier. As she draws a rapier, she pulls a hand axe from beside her. And then and you hear her say, stop. And the lift stops, just as you guys have gotten, you're still 12, 14 feet in the air.
Down.
Can we see that she's injured? Like, from where we're
Oh, yeah,
at?
absolutely. She says, stop. Stay there.
Our title track, Nocturne, provided by Sleep for the Weary off their new album, Nocturnes. To find out more about Sleep for the Weary, check them out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Facebook, and at sleepfortheweary.com. Join in the brothel conversation on Facebook. Questions, comments, and suggestions can be sent to between2crits@gmail.com. Like what you heard? Subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Most of all, keep circulating the tapes.